Let's talk about books, Shody. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the weird things and the good things that we read. Let's talk about books.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome to Adjacent Book Club. And Shelly and I will be reviewing all of our consumable items. But before we start, last night we had the most amazing dinner at an incredible restaurant. If you have not been to Moderna, where Cover 3 once was, what is it, like 5th Street?
Yes.
And Mopac, right around on that area. If you're driving towards Mopac, it's on your left. There's parking over there. We went from Mean-Eyed Cat, had a couple of cocktails, walked on over with our friend Letty, and met our friend Tammy for some good old, sisterhood, combining, talking about, venting about our lives, but also laughing about really crazy stuff that's going on. Like when Shelly had me watch The Staircase Show. That's a documentary. I don't know what's going on with all of the butt sex stuff. But holy moly, there she is, trying to make it solid, not getting her solid tossed. Solid.
A solid. We're still in our accents from the
Anyway, but I love that restaurant. It's beautiful.
So lovely. It's so lovely. It's very sexy.
Beautiful.
It's very classy.
Yes, you feel like you're just like it's all dark green and gold, and then dark accent, and you walk in and it's so warm and beautiful. Amazing pizza. We had the mushroom pizza with onions. It was so good. The crust is perfect.
It is. They have a very special oven that is, it's gorgeous. It's stunning.
They created it. They built it.
Yeah, and their head chef, they fly in from Chicago
or New York or wherever.
No, it's Chicago. Yeah.
And the wait staff, I think our waitress was Marilyn. She was so attentive. The cocktails were delicious. So when you go, tell them adjacent Shelly. Then I was Shelly by now.
Ask for Art or Patrick and say adjacent sent me.
Yeah.
Adjacent told us about this.
Yeah.
Don't worry that I get you any special treatment for saying that, but it does help us out.
Eventually, it'll help all of us out. Yeah. We can have a big celebration there. But people started rolling in. We got there right when the doors opened. They were so welcoming. It was like you sunk into these amazingly comfortable chairs and booths, and you just felt like, okay, now I can relax. And then we really balled it out because we got the pasta and the cheese mix. You may have seen it. I saw it on Beverly Hills. They take the big disc of cheese and they heat it up and they put some yummy brandy or whatever in there, some concoctions. It's very magical. You feel like you're watching like a witch cauldron going on. They mix in this pasta. It heats just right. The cheese coats it just heavenly. Like, I just wanted to bathe in it. I couldn't get enough of it. And they said on a busy night, they do 50 of those a night of cooking those pasta things. We added some protein with it, and that was delicious.
It was delicious. Everything was great. And we had the Caesar salad. It was just so good.
Their Caesar salad is one of the best Caesar salads I've had. I do like VO313 Caesar salad, but that is a very good Caesar.
Well, and all day at Flo's. Their Caesar.
Oh, I love their Caesar salad. I feel like we go on like a tour of who has the best Caesar salad.
I agree. It is one of the staples. We had a misstep on a wedge salad this weekend, but salads are important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the atmosphere. It was introduced to us from Kelly. We went for Kelly's birthday, and Mijo's best friend Patrick is one of the managers, and then Art is the GM. And you guys, if you ever went to Spaghetti Warehouse, it's the owners from Spaghetti Warehouse. They took Cover 3 down to the studs and started all over, and they did a spectacular job. It has 2 bars. You can sit at the bar, or you can sit at the pizza bar.
Yes.
All the pizzas get made.
I definitely want to go back and sit at one of the bars.
Yeah.
I was like, I like to watch the action, and I like to connect with the people that are doing all the action. So.
But and it was, I mean, we needed our time in the corner to have some real talks, but I prefer the bar, and they put baby in the corner, and that's not my favorite. But it's like I was like, I want to.
I really thought it was smart. They were like, oh, I think we got some rowdy ladies over here.
Put them in the corner. And I prefer a little bar seating personally as well. They also have a beautiful patio, you guys. I mean, it should be one of your stops, and do it now while you want a hearty dish.
Yeah,
while it's not hot, go and enjoy a really good pasta meal. I will say it's toe to toe with Red Ash in my opinion.
I think it's very different, but I think the cuisine is impeccable, and I think the wait staff you feel like you are being treated like royalty walking.
Yes. Yeah.
And the art in the bathroom area. So the owner's daughters or somebody in their family painted this beautiful painting, and then the bathroom wallpaper is like very, very racy, very French. I think it's very French.
Well, I feel like it has a tinge of mobstery.
Yeah.
Which I like with my pasta.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have, it's not the red and white checkered tablecloth.
No, but it is like a dressed up mobstery, delicious restaurant. We had, and I never can remember the name of this place, but we found, one year I went to Chicago, and it was just me, Katie, and Mark. And we went.
How lovely.
Yeah, it was so fun. And we went to this Italian restaurant, which was very mobstery. And like there was a fight out front. And it was the best Italian food. Yeah, it was like every famous Italian actor in the world had eaten there, and they had their picture up on the wall, and they had the red and white tablecloths for sure, and everybody working there was family, and we just lost our mind over it. The food was so good, and it feels like a dressed up fancy version of that place to me, food wise. And then Art comes up and talks to you, or Patrick talks to you, and it feels very, very not Austin, which I like. But it's a bunch of Austin guys. It
feels like an experience.
It feels like an experience. It feels
but you don't have to get dressed up. It still has that Austin. You get to choose. You can either have a nice family gathering where you're celebrating somebody's birthday, graduation. Maybe it's like a pre-wedding place that you want to go to and just have some people gather. Or it could be like, hey, I just, was walking in the neighborhood and I saw it, and you could duck in. They have also in the middle of the day, I believe, you can get to-go food. You can get to-go food. The kitchen is open. The dining room does not open till 5, but the kitchen is open. You can order some lunch stuff. There's a ton of people that work in that area. What a great way to show the people around you that you care by bringing in some yummy pizza from Moderna. So anyway, we are giving a big shout out, and we're hoping that we'll at least get a free cocktail or a maybe an appetizer out of it. Yeah. That would be great. Well, mainly it's because we're trying to give you some good places to go, but tell them that Adjacent sent you. But if you drop Shelly Grabe's name, they'll know who you're talking about.
Well, no, let them know adjacent. They're both going to be on the podcast. So
I can't wait.
yeah.
Okay, what else have you been consuming in this great big beautiful world? We've had better weather.
Yeah. No, I've been really not. Oh my gosh, I've been watching a show called Minx.
Oh.
It is about like one of the first porny mags for women.
Oh.
And the process of its starting. And it's great. It is a great series. I've really enjoyed it. I mean, there is a lot of penis in it. It is like penis like oh again, okay. The lead editor of this magazine is a huge feminist. So she wants to talk about women's rights and everything. And the owner of the magazine is like, yeah, you can talk about whatever you want, but we got to put some penis in it. And so she's navigating her feminist, life and sexuality in her own life and embracing that. It's a very interesting. It's very well done. It's I found it very entertaining. It is shot in like the 70s, so all the clothes. Yeah, like Mary Tyler Moore, Mary Tyler. Yeah, there was no manscaping. There is like there, yeah, it is it's time. It's time, to even the playing fields, and this is, part of it. I think it's very entertaining. I recommend it.
And I'm just listening to your voice and to see your big smile. I can tell it's like worth the time. Yeah, are you taking me down the staircase, Lane? Gross.
That was one scene, Jody. It was one scene. But when it happened, and it's Toni Collette. I mean,
why are you doing that to Toni Collette?
No. Colin Firth. How are you going to marry Bridget Jones after you have done that to Toni Collette? I think Bridget Jones would be down for it.
It's very hard to sometimes take your favorite characters and the movies that you loved and place them into these different roles where you're just like, what happened? What happened?
I could never unsee Colin Firth and Hugh Grant fighting in Bridget Jones's story, and then they're singing Happy Birthday, and they stop to sing Happy Birthday.
Yeah,
and then they start fighting.
Yeah, that's a cute fight scene.
Just proper British humor. Yeah, minus.
Well, I'll tell you what. No, was not proper.
Staircase was rough, man.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I mean, when you watch the documentary, you already find the guy, the main person who is convicted of a crime. Spoiler alert. You all already find him insufferable.
Yeah,
I'm just like, he needs to go to jail because he's that insufferable. He's such a know-it-all. I can't stand him. I'm like, put him away. And then I felt so bad for those kids the whole time. I'm like, gosh, you're being manipulated by a narcissist who is a complete horrible human. Get away from him. There's no reason to be around him. I mean, gross.
gross.
And just the sheer mentality of him to think, oh, I'm going to get away with all this. And it flies in a French documentarians to take videos of him and his floundering, criminal defense. I was just like, oh my gosh, you really think that you can just pull the wool over people's eyes Maybe by talking them to death. I don't know.
He was, I mean, he had a way. He had his
I
way.
guess.
People just took a knee to him. They just
What a
like,
nice man.
yeah.
All right. So I've been watching Minx. Any books that you've been reading?
Well, I did do Frida McFadden's The Surrogate Mother.
Oh my God.
And
They're still on the Frida train.
yeah. And so
I had to take a break after She Knows It All, or the one you just did the last time. She Doesn't Know, or I don't know, the one where her grandma or her mother is in the nursing home. I had to that after that one. I was like, I need a moment. Although we did go and see the movie, and it was quite entertaining.
Very entertaining. I'm a little obsessed with The Land of Steady Habits.
Yes, I downloaded that on the Libby.
I listened to that audio and I watched it on Netflix, and it hit. It's heavy and timely, and I feel like a lot of families are going through that disconnection, how there's a huge movement right now to disconnect from your parents.
Well, if I had the staircase dad, I would disconnect.
Oh yeah, they should have 100%. They showed up for every trial. I do love Schwarzenegger. He was in White Lotus, and he's one of the sons in Staircase.
Oh, he's so cute.
He is adorable. Anyway, and yeah, I would highly recommend the
Land of Steady Habit.
Yes, and I just started I Was Anastasia. Which quite a few people have recommended. I think our sweet friend Jessica recommended it. So,
well, is this about somebody who thinks they were Princess Anastasia, or is it a grifter who pretends to be Anastasia? Maybe don't give it away.
Yeah.
Maybe we have to figure it out ourselves.
Okay. Again, I have to tell you guys that when I approach a book, I do not
pre-read and all that.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm walking into.
Yeah. I like that.
But I don't care because it's the author that wrote Frozen River, which is fantastic.
Right.
So you can do whatever you want.
I do want to thank you for introducing me to Libby. Although I don't like to wait for some books that are hot off the presses, I do enjoy that there's a ton of books to deep dive into and get lost in. So I appreciate it.
Well, I want to say a big thank you to all of you assholes out there that had all these books on hold and you weren't reading them or listening to them on Libby, that you're finally having some time to listen to your Libby. And now I have all the books that I had on hold coming through. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, but Shelly, you told me to have 7 books on hold at all times. So isn't that kind of the asshole move?
No, you're not holding them. You're waiting for them. What people do is they'll have them checked out and they'll hold them for the entire, 30 days.
Oh, I can get it done, especially if it's an audiobook, pretty quickly. But some books, like the paper versions, they take me a while because I, have to sit down and read them, and I don't sit a lot unless we're recording a podcast. So that makes it a little more challenging.
Well, and I just, because of all these holds coming through, which I really appreciate, I got another Rachel Reed hockey one, but I don't know if it's in the right order. And I'm concerned that I might throw off the system of it.
Okay, I don't want to be judgy. I'm just asking a question. Is the plot that thick that if it did go out of order, that it would ruin the story?
Yes, because it would be a different section of their relationship, Jody.
I'm just saying. I don't know because I haven't read them, but I'm like, would it be a mistake to the detriment of the story if you read it out of order?
Yes.
Easily.
Yes, I want to follow the relationship in the way it was intended.
Okay. Well, I know you're broadening your mind and opening your heart. I mean, love is love is love, so I'm all for it. Anyway, anything else that you've been consuming?
No, I do. What about you?
Okay, well, we are in the middle of doing a series for Let Them, so be on the listen for that. This is something that we have been talking about for a while, and I'm glad we're doing it finally. And first, though, as I've said, I can be very cynical, so I was being very cynical about the Let Them movement, but I'm enjoying it so far, and I'm enjoying. I have a couple of paper books that I'm still reading that I'm, trying to deep dive those. But in the meantime, I read Apples Never Fall by Leanne Moriarty. I don't know how to say your name. I think I said
All right.
As a lot of us are moving into empty nesting situations and rediscovering your relationship with your partner after the kids have flown the coop or partially flown the coop, or even as adults sometimes move in and out of your homes here and there. You still
are became squatters in the coop.
Or become squatters in your coop. I enjoyed the book. It did make me a little teary at times, about this couple who had raised 4 kids, and all of those kids were so uniquely different. 2 boys, 2 girls, and like Brooke and Amy, the sisters, are completely different from one another. And then the 2 brothers have a lot of rivalry. But in the end, they are definitely very connected with one another. And one thing that binds them together is a shared love-hate relationship with tennis. I think, as they've moved out, and Joy, the mom, is starting to feel like, do I have dementia? What's going on with me? She's moved in more into the retirement phase of her life, and so has Stan, her husband. And they're just rediscovering each other. They're very much like having a lot of conflict at this time. These are normal things, but the story takes you down a path of like a whodunit situation. But I enjoyed the story. I thought it was a very good telling about how people communicate or don't communicate, and what's at the foundation as to what causes them to behave different ways that they behave, and kind of deep diving that, and then the relationships within the family, but then with other partners, and how they were brought up may have affected them, and how they react to the people that they love, and their careers and everything. So, but I found it very interesting. There is a character, Savannah, that I wish that this author would just do a book on Savannah, a complete book on her, because she is very interesting. I'll just put it like that. I'm not going to give any spoilers away. And then I read Mother-Daughter Murder Night, and it's a comedy. It was just really like a silly book, more of a whodunit. And this older grandmom is working on solving mysteries, and she's actually really good at it, And so it's kind of like, it reminds me of those old Murder, She Wrote kind of things, And then her sidekick being like her daughter or granddaughter, like getting involved in it. but I definitely enjoyed those 2 books. But again, like I'm reading a couple of paper books still, and so but it's nice to have a book to, you know, listen to. I listen to a lot of podcasts. Obviously, I try to listen to every podcast on Shody Media every week. We put out a lot of content, and so that when I do have time, I want to listen to other podcasts so I can kind of get like ideas, not to piggyback off of their ideas, although I like how other people see different things in the world.
Agreed.
But I like to listen to their sound quality, their music, you know, the personalities, how they interview. I find that really, like, I want to get better at that. So it's something I've been enjoying. But
we do have a big, gigantic ask of you guys.
okay.
We are really trying to increase our followers.
Yeah.
All of the platforms, because that helps us out so much. Y'all just following us. It is on all the socials helps us so much. And we'd really, really appreciate it. We're on Facebook as Adjacent Podcast. We're on Instagram as Adjacent Podcast. We're on TikTok as Adjacent Podcast. We're on YouTube as Shody Media.
Right.
And if you can please take a moment to follow us on all 4 of those platforms, we would.
And whatever you're listening to, wherever you listen to the podcast.
Oh yeah, and you guys, we are going to start very quickly, if we haven't already, having some Apple exclusive episodes. And so if you are, we'd love for you guys to listen to us on Apple. But if you don't listen on Apple, shoot us a message. We'll show you another way you can donate to our PayPal and get some of those Apple exclusives in another way. So let us know. Please follow us. Please help us reach our goal of keeping Jody out of the classroom and Shelly off the pole.
You think you should definitely get on the pole? I'm all for it.
I would have an accident.
You would like break a hip on the pole.
I would like get the girls and pee on the pole. I'd be having like Clorox after.
You would get the giggles.
It would not be entertaining to anybody.
Also, Shelly said that if it would increase our followers, we have great listens. People listen, but they don't necessarily follow everything. But if it would increase our followers, she said she'd get her ears pierced. And we'll put it on YouTube.
Yeah, we'll do it. I even said I'd get a bikini wax and we'll put it on YouTube.
Well, but we're only going to show the face.
Exactly.
Not the bottom part.
No.
I don't know what I could do to increase listenership. I don't know. I'll think of something. I don't know. Give us some hints.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we'll try it.
Yeah. We would love, we're going to set a goal. We're going to look at the numbers today and we will let you guys know what our goal is. And if you will follow us on.
Well, when I get to 1,000.
I mean, as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
As quickly as possible.
We could do it.
We can do it 100%. 100%. It's doable.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
and sometimes you think you follow, but you might have forgotten to click that one little button.
Yes,
you're not gonna do it anyway.
I can follow.
We have been enjoying every interview, and we've been putting more and more stuff on YouTube. So keep an eye out for it. It's really fun. I really particularly love going to Dirty's and having our mics hooked up and just sitting in a corner. And that was really fun. We'll be doing more of those types of things. So
agreed. And you guys play bingo.
Play bingo. It's fun. And the sticker game. We put out more stickers yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, I can't. You'll find them.
Go find them. They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. They are everywhere.
That's all right. Well, I don't know.
I'll put some more up at Hubel's in Smithfield too. So out of picture in Hubel's and
please do.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love you, Shell. Texas, Texas.
Yeah.